see about the animal kingdom. For 4th standard ICC science subject, the 7th lesson is about the animal kingdom. Let us see what is the animal kingdom. I am so happy to teach you the animals which God has created on the 5th day and the 6th day. And here the animals which are in water, God has created on 5th day. The animals on the land, God has created on 6th day. Now, the science of living beings is called biology. What is biology? The science of living beings is called biology. Study of living beings is called biology. And scientists who study living beings are called biologists. Biologists find it easier to study living beings by dividing them into groups. They put similar living beings into one group, and within each group they have smaller groups. The biggest of these groups are called kingdoms. All plants belongs to a group called a plant kingdom, and all animals belongs to the animal kingdom. We have already discussed how plants can be divided into two smaller groups, flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Animals can also be divided into two groups, vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates have a backbone, and invertebrates do not have backbone. So what is vertebrates? Animals with a backbone. They are called as vertebrates. Animals which are not having backbone, they are invertebrates. Let us see here a picture of some animals. In the left hand side you can see donkey, rabbit and goat and elephants, fishes and some creature and some peacock. One peacock is there. So these are vertebrates or animals with a backbone. And here in the right hand side you can see some insects, grasshopper, snails, worms and prawns, honeybee and spider. These are invertebrates or animals without a backbone. See, here is a picture of blue whale, and here blue whales are the largest vertebrates, while colossal squids are the largest invertebrates. Both live in the sea. You can see blue whale with a backbone, largest vertebrates, while colossal squids are the largest invertebrates. Okay, both they live in the sea. Now let us see about the invertebrates. Invertebrates are simpler than vertebrates. For example, many of them do not have an organ system for breathing. They simply soak in the oxygen through their skin. They are generally small because without bones, it is difficult to support a large body. The larger invertebrates are aquatic. That means they live in water. Water helps them move about. You already know that 99 out of 100 animals in the world are invertebrates. It is difficult to study so many different animals. So, biologists divided invertebrates into smaller groups. Let us see the group of insects, spiders, grubs and their cousins. Now, insects, spiders, grubs and millipedes are similar in some ways. They all have many pairs of joined legs and a hard shell like skin. And insects have 3 pairs of legs. Spiders and scorpions have 4 pairs of legs. Pair means what? 2 pairs of legs. Crabs, lobsters, prawns, and shrimps have 5 or more pairs of legs. Millipedes and centipedes have many pairs of legs. You can see in the picture, millipedes are plant eaters. Their legs are distributed in groups of 2. And here right hand side you can see centipedes eat insects and spiders, etc. Their legs are evenly distributed. The animals of this group are not similar in every way. Lobsters, prawns, and shrimps are aquatic, and so are most crabs. Scorpions, centipedes, and millipedes, on the other hand, are terrestrial. Terrestrial means they live on land. Scorpions and centipedes are hunters, while millipedes eat plants. Most insects can fly, while the other animals of this group cannot. See, you can see housefly and prawn. Okay, each eye of an insect is made up of many small eyes. And here in the right hand side, the mother prawns carry their eggs between their legs. You can see the orange color. These are eggs. Next, most insects do not look like their parents when they hatch. Hatch means when they come out of the eggs. Okay, the babies of mosquitoes, flies, butterflies, moths. Moths means night insects. Like it will be like a butterfly, small butterfly, but it will come in the night. Moths, night insect, and bees and many other insects look like worms and are called larvae. Larvae in plural, and in singular they will say larva. The larvae of butterflies and moths are called caterpillars. Larvae eat and grow for some time. Then they cover themselves with a case, and at this stage they are called pupae. In singular they say pupa. That means you would have learned about the cocoons. Okay, inside the case they change form to look like their parents. They'll take time to grow like their parents, and the inside the case only all the parts fully they'll grow. Okay, finally the adult insects break the case and come out and fly, and crabs and prawns and lobsters or some other animals that go through changes in form while growing. Spiders and scorpions look like their parents when they hatch. And here you can see the eggs. Then after some times it become larva. In Tamil they will say kuttu pulu. Okay, then pupa inside the case. Okay, around them they'll make one shell. Okay, like shell it will be, and they'll grow inside. After that, after fully grown, it will come out with wings. Adult insect, adult fly, house fly. Now here next we will see the cockroaches and grasshopper. Grasshoppers are a few insects that do not go through great changes in form while growing. The babies called nymphs. What do they call? Nymphs. Look like small wingless adult Then after some times wings grow when the babies become bigger. The cockroach names next to a pin. So you can see in the picture in the left hand side. Next, the group of snails, slugs and squids. Animals of this group have a soft body. Some of them have a hard shells that protect their body, protects the body. The shell is made of calcium. The material, our bones and teeth are made of calcium. Garden snails, pond snails, slugs, and all the sea creatures with beautiful shells belongs to this group. So do octopus and squids, though their shells are hidden inside their body, and these strange creatures have long arms or tentacles, okay, with them, with which they catch their prey. Okay, prey means what? Food. And the insects, small insects, they'll catch. They'll stretch their long arms and they'll catch their prey. Prey, P-R-E-Y means, prey means food of the insects or animals. Okay, they squirt an inky liquid to run away from their enemies. If enemy comes, no, they'll squid. Squid means what? Peachy. Thanni abdi peach adikkum. Okay, so they squid an inky liquid to run away from their enemies. All animals of this group lay eggs. Okay, you can see the long arms in the octopus. Okay, to catch their prey. They use their long arms to catch their prey. You can see the snail have eyes at the tip of their feelers, on the tip. Okay, you can see the eye. And here slugs do not have shells. You can see during rainy season in the garden, we can see these insects. Okay, sorry, the worms. Okay, they'll move, they'll crawl from one place to another. They'll slowly move. Okay, and next we'll see animals with shells. Most people dislike garden snails and slugs because they eat up plants. But we use animals of this group in many ways. Octopus, squids, oysters and slates are eaten. Some oysters make pearls. Pearls means what? Muttu. Okay, they'll make pearls, and shells are used to make limb, and shells to cover their body to protect. They are also used to make decorations and ornaments, and conch shells are used during festivals, pujas and ceremonies. Cowries were used as money earlier. Okay, they exchange their the cowries, okay, to use as money. The cowries were used as money earlier, and there are many other groups of invertebrates. For example, they are the three separate groups of worms. Each group has its own special features, and within each group they are smaller groups. You will learn about these groups later. So in this video we have learned about the invertebrates. How do they live in the land and sea and in the water, and we have learnt about the different stages of the insects, like houseflies, butterflies. First what they lay eggs, then it become larva, and they become pupa. Then after pupa they fully grown, and the adult housefly will come out, or butterfly will come out from the pupa. So go through this lesson, and you will know more about in the next class about the vertebrates. We have learned more about in this video invertebrates. In the next video we will learn about the next